Biafra News, Nigeria, has nothing to offer you. Ekpa woos Igbo political elite. Kindly share this video, subscribe, like and comment below. The Simon Ekpa-led Biafra Republic government in exile, BRGIE, has wooed Southeast political elites to join him in advancing the struggle for the actualization of Biafra. It has been observed that most of the political elites in the region are showing an attitude of indifference towards the Biafra struggle. They have consistently said they would wish to remain in Nigeria, having fought a civil war that lasted for 3 years. However, Ekpa thinks otherwise, as he claims Nigeria has not offered anything tangible to the Igbos. In a statement posted on his X account on Friday, Ekpa, the self-acclaimed Prime Minister of BRGIE, urged the Igbo political elite to utilize his upcoming declaration of Biafra Liberation Convention to identify with the struggle. He boasted that the convention scheduled to hold from November 29, 2024, to the 3rd of December in Lahti, Finland, would lead to the restoration of Biafra liberation. According to him, Nigeria has nothing to offer Biafrans other than incessant rights violations. He alleged that Biafrans had suffered too long over the injustices and marginalization under Nigeria. The establishment of Nigeria has done nothing but violate our rights as formal citizens. Nigeria is gradually coming to an end, and we are bringing forth the opportunity for you to join us in actualizing the Biafran dream, where all men and women will be equal in the eyes of the Creator. The steps we are taking for the actualization of our independent state are stipulated in the UN Charter of People's Rights to Self-Determination, and above all, within the confines of the international law on human rights, he stated. This comes months after Ekpa announced that Biafra liberation will be declared on December 2, 2024. Despite the call for his arrest and push for his repatriation, the separatist has continued his quest for Biafra liberation. Share this video, share it right now, like and subscribe, for more of our videos coming up.
The United Nations Human Rights Council Working Group on Arbitrary Detention has indicted Nigeria and Kenyan governments over the arrest and extraordinary rendition, torture and continued detention of the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, without due process. The UN therefore asked the Nigerian government to immediately release Kanu unconditionally and pay him adequate compensation for the arbitrary violation of his fundamental human rights. While recommending that government officials responsible for the torture of the IPOB leader be investigated and punished, the UN body further directed Nigeria to report back within 6 months of the transmission of its opinions on Kanu's matter, steps taken to comply with all recommendations thereof. The 16-page report dated July 20th, 2022 was adopted on April 4th by the Working Group on Arbitrary Detention at its 93rd session held between March 30th and April 8th.
Good afternoon, viewers. This is Satellite Media. Mr. Actualization, let us examine the situation surrounding Nnamdi Kanu, because according to the court, he have ordered all the parties to collaborate to see whether they could reach out of court settlement. And the 24th of September this month is the D-Day, where the world will know whether all the meeting the different stakeholders have been having have accumulated into a relief for Nnamdi Kanu. Because we are seeing the likes of Ena Baribe leading his colleagues from the southeastern part of the country to meet with the Attorney General of the Federation. We are seeing the minority caucus in the House of Representatives meeting and asking Mr. President to release Nnamdi Kanu. And the governors may be meeting with the president under the leadership of Hope Uzodinma and talking about the governor of Imo State anytime soon. Do you think Nnamdi Kanu will work out freely this time around?
The Biafra government in exile. What I mean is that there has been an international dimension to the release of Nnamdi Kanu, and there has been questions over the sudden acceptance of restructuring by the northern Nigeria. There has also been some reservation in the southwest over the state of Nigeria at the point of releasing Nnamdi Kanu, and whether Nigeria is going to balkanize or not. And what we are saying that whatever happens, Nnamdi Kanu should not be used as a political factor to determine who is going to be the next president at the end of the day. Because from what is happening now, it's going to serve Tinubu's administration better than what the northern Nigeria is projecting against Tinubu's second term ambition. So it's a balanced issue, and we're not going to see how the fight between the southwest and the entire north is going to play out when Nnamdi Kanu is first released. And we're going to expect, another advanced agitation. Plus, nobody will stop that. Nnamdi Kanu did not commit an offense.
Okay, let me now ask you, because when everybody have come and claimed to say that he has met with Nnamdi Kanu, who have promised to abide by any condition given by federal government to enhance his early release. Should he do that? What do you think will be the fate of Biafra going forward?
See, let us understand that every human being on earth should have access to freedom. Nobody should be seen to be caged by any force. If you do that, you are calling for war, you are calling for resistance, you are calling for another form of struggle. The Biafran consciousness is in detention, and you are giving conditions. Well, let me believe that engineer Badibe is just making a political statement. He's not talking to the generality of the Biafrans all over the world. You are talking about over 150 million Biafrans all over the world.
You conduct a census to know the number?
Yes, and it's not a matter of census. I can tell you categorically clear, the entire Haiti, the entire Jamaica, the entire Barbados, Belize, they are all Igbos. The entire South America are all Igbos. You can see most of them have come out to start confessing their Igbo identity. A lie? Are you not seeing it? They come out publicly and say it. So the conscience, see, Biafra should be seen as something that will unify the black man. That's the one thing, not Nigeria. Nigeria cannot do that. So anybody that is threatening Nnamdi Kanu with whatever condition, let me put it that way, is just wasting his time. It will take Nigerian government or anybody 250 years to break the rank and file of IPOB.
Okay, now
So they've not seen anything. Not even Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa is completely out of it. Those who are already unseen forces are already there watching the development.
Okay, let me bring this angle, because I interviewed someone the other time, Ben Jack by name, Uwazuruke, one of Oba, who said that Uwazuruke Masop is the way to go. That IPOB and the Kanu Samanekpa should come and queue behind Uwazuruke.
Nnamdi Kanu cannot queue behind Uwazuruke. Uwazuruke is a national agitator. Nnamdi Kanu is an international and national agitator. So what is the difference? Unrecognized and registered under Billy Human Rights Agreement of United Nations Charter. I don't want to dive deep into the issue of Masop or how Masop came up. And the advice that came from Reverend Francis on the issue of tying the line of the United Nations requirement for self-determination. And that is where Nnamdi Kanu came in and took it upon himself to meet the requirement of the United Nations. There should be a difference of a national agitator and an international agitator, because United Nations is an international organization whose power and mandate has the requirement to order by fiat give a sovereign nation like Biafra. So let us not match two things together. The consciousness started from Uwazuruke. The Masop is a name. Let me tell you, the Biafran intelligence unit, not this one they are celebrating now, is going to be, it's the same thing with Mossad. If we talk about Mossad of Israel today, we talk about Masop of Biafra. Masop will later become an intelligence unit, an intelligent international unit of the Biafran nation.
Okay, now let me take you back to Haiti that you mentioned. The Haiti and the like, you calculated their population into Biafra. If Biafra comes today, are they going to be numbered among Biafrans?
Yes, because we are going to take every territory. That's the new negotiation that is coming. I'll go and check it on the 15th century map, 15th century map, 13th century map, 14th century map. Centuries, yes, back. The first people that entered this country know what is called Old East Central States. Which of those states, territories, make up that, including Amazonia? But because of the mistake Azikiwe did sometime along the line, that was where a referendum was granted to Amazonia and they moved. All those colonies, Biafra colonies, are going to come together. There will be a nation that the whole blacks will be proud of, even those in America. We just need one model black community, black nation, black sovereign nation, that the blacks all over. Bro, you see them coming for vacation. You see them at the, most of them are already saying it. Like Rihanna, one of the richest musicians in the world today, came out and said it clearly that her name is Shoma, that her mother told her that she's an Igbo. Look at Buju Banti from Jamaica and Haiti came out. Wyclef, all of them came out and said they are Igbos. So what are you talking about? They have Igbo identity, they have Igbo DNA, that we are told the history. No wonder the British colonial masters during the slave trade concentrated so much because of what they saw about the Igbo nation. And they took out our relevant and important well-to-do powers, men, and move them to South America. The time will come when they will see Biafra as a nation. You know, they can, like somebody can easily say, I need a visa to America, I need a visa to Paris, you know, and they will be saying it, they want to visit, you know, a nation built by a black man.
And that would be
the Prince of Africa.
That would be
Republic of Biafra.
Under the leadership of
yeah, we are going to have thank God for some things we are getting now. It's going to be modeled after British government, Israeli government. We are going to have a prime minister, you know, as the man that will take over the affairs of the Biafran nation. The time will determine who is going to become the first prime minister of restored Biafra at the end of the day. We have had our military head of state, but now we are looking at, that's on Colonel Odumegwu Ojukwu. Now we are looking at the civilian head of state of Biafra. Let me put it that way. You know, that will be called prime minister. And that man that they are going to make the prime minister of Biafra restored, God will unveil that personality when the time comes. So it's not for you now we don't have anything like that for now, but when the time comes, definitely we'll have one.
I must say, baby, thank you for time. Let us wait for that time when the prime minister will wait, just as you have said. Yes. Maybe we'll have you then to give us appraisal of the personality.
But let me give you an insight of what the African community, the African powerhouse, the black man of Africa is going to expect from Biafra, and when Biafra is finally restored. All the whole colonies is going to be under province. You know, everybody will have democratic and political right of his own community. That is one factor that Nigeria will not, Biafra will not play with Biafrans at the end of the day when Biafra is finally returned. We are not going to toe the line of demonic Nigeria in the way Nigeria does their own thing. And all those politicians who have been corrupted by the Nigerian system will not be allowed to take any position in Biafran land. I can guarantee you that. You know, men are working things out. But those, you know, who are taken out as a result of the war, who went through Red Cross, and most of them are all over the world, but they know who they are at the end of the day. They are prepared. You know, we have a de facto running government secretly, not the one that we are seeing today, that will come and make sure that, you know, everything is in place, including our airspace, including our maritime space, will be judiciously made use of to the benefit of Biafra. I give Biafrans just less than 5 years, you know, to build the Biafran nation to a modern nation of the world. It's a vision that everybody must be involved in. And secondly,
रिपोर्ट्स आप दिखाना चाहें और इवन ये है कि किसी को अगर लाइव आप लेना चाहते हैं तो उसको यहाँ पे प्लेस कर सकते हैं ग्रीन स्क्रीन एरिया में.
Thanks for tuning in to Smart Okason TV show. Keep exploring, stay curious, and never stop getting the latest information happening around. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share to keep the intellect flowing. Until next time, keep sharpening and be smart.